Hello buds and welcome back to Steve 8K. So today we are going to do a Fallout 76 Stilt home build just outside the White Spring. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the initial footage of me kind of trying to slip and slide everything in nicely, and then I'll take you to the tour at the end, which will be no commentary, so you can just watch it in peace and quiet and see how it all came together. And with this part of it, that isn't the tour obviously, I will talk you through as much as I can. So first of all, apologies for the lack of Fallout content. I was, like most people, trying to feel my feet for Fallout 76, and then I was trying to get a grasp on the building, and I think I've done it now. So hopefully there should be a steady stream of builds. So, like I said, this is going to be a Stilt home just outside the White Spring. What I'm initially doing here right now, so I'm trying to work out how soft the cliff edge is beside me. It turns out it's not as soft as I would have liked. My ideal scenario would have been to have had the flooring slide into the rock face, and then I would have incorporated the rock face that would have been technically behind me as part of one of the walls, but it didn't work out like that. It's also worth noting that a good chunk of what I have furniture wise is bought from the Atom store. What can I say? I love the game and I'll support it any means I can. So yeah, right here I am trying to work out how big I want it. My initial thought was 4 tiles long, but then I realised that I wanted a kind of front door piece that then led on to 4 tiles. So I think in the end I make it 5 tiles long. As you can see, I've built up all my resources. I've got plenty of wood, steel and all that stuff to build all this. And this build took me the whole of yesterday, so it took me about 6 hours to do this, and a good chunk of that was, one, I was suspending it before putting stilts on it, and the second part was all the fidgeting and niggling around I had to do with the cliff face edge, because I actually put a backdoor side onto this, and what I do is I use the normal floor bit with any foundation because it just clips on, but I then find out, surprisingly, that the concrete foundations just will not, under any circumstances, clip on to the normal flat non-concrete foundation flooring, so I end up having to try to line them up so they look like they're clipped together. So yeah, there's a lot of fidgeting and finicking around trying to get these just all to look seamless. The other thing I want to do with this build, which will be the 3rd time I've moved my camp I think, is I wanted all wiring to be non-obtrusive. I wanted a lot of it hidden away. And maybe 2 days before I started this build, I did a workshop defense where I unlocked the plans for the, I'm going to say it was called Conduit Set 2, and that was the set where all the conduit piping and all that was in. So yeah, the piece I'm standing on right now as well, if you quickly saw that piece of wood, I actually designed it to be a security door, because obviously I'm staying out White Spring, I guarantee I'm going to have people to run through this place. But I ended up ditching it, and what I did is what I call my penthouse. It's just my level up top. I decided just to lock the door on that instead. Unfortunately not with a keypad, because lo and behold, Bethesda have cocked up the electronic door in brick, Not only is the keypad on the wrong side, but the switches don't turn on or off. And that's for both the wooden version and the concrete version. So in the end, I was like, it's too much hassle. I'm presuming they will eventually fix it. So until they do, there's no keypad. I mean, the only thing I could really come up with was just locking my penthouse door on a pick lock 3. So, you know, worst case scenario, they see my bed and they're in my private space and they get a wanted level. But that's just the nature of the beast. So yeah, I go with the brick, mostly because, number one, I don't have the steel unlocked yet, with it costing 2,300 caps. And by the way, Bethesda, if you're listening to this, could you maybe drop that a little bit, like 1,800 caps or something, please? And secondly, I'm building on brick because there's a hell of a lot of Scotch beasts around here. So I wanted to have it at least sturdy enough to withstand that. Although the roof is made in wood, because, you know, Bethesda, once again, I wish they would make maybe nice metal versions of it, or brick versions, like most houses. But, you know, they've gone with wood, but once again, that's the nature of the beast. So yeah, here I'm currently thinking in my head whereabouts the stairs need to fit and what the spaces are going to be used for. So I'm kind of slightly going insane, and I'm talking to myself while I do this. So I am now going up to the second level, which will be like a guest room slash my son's kind of room when he's on playing with me. The area that I'm standing in right now is like the living space with the cooker and stove and stuff in it. As you can hear, World War III is over at White Spring, but that's to be expected. Yeah, I wanted windows along the whole of that wall, so as you can see, you can have the beautiful view of the White Spring. I'm also on a road where there's 2 spawn points, and one of the reasons I've decided to build here is because I'm looking for the modern couches, which I believe Trader Graham and Charlie the Moo have, because I've looked at everywhere else, including Phoenix Spot and Watoga, and since the update to the vendor list, I could not find it on Phoenix Spot. So I'm almost 99% certain Graham has it. So I'm on this because obviously there'll be a spawn point at some point where I'll see him go down the road and I'll be able to nip down. Plus I'm next to one of the train stations, so I do have a trainer next to me. So yeah, here we are, building my space up, and then I realised, hold on a minute, no, the walls are meant to go all the way around. So yeah, I could have gone one unique shape, but I decided to pretty much just do it, it looks like a 3-story skyscraper effectively, but it is, when you're inside it, it is effectively a stilt house. And on the outside it will look like the stilt house, because although it's 3 stories high, I use the black steel beams because it just suspends and looks daft. So yeah, I'm slipping all the walls in, and we won't be far off now, I don't think, where the tour will be coming up. So yeah, I'll show you a few more pieces coming in. I get a lot of these invites when I was building, and I presume it's because people were seeing me build, or they were seeing me down at White Spring and they wanted a quick fast travel without it costing anything. So it was one or the other, but yeah. There was one guy, and he did want to join me to simply look at my place because although I was busy building, I didn't accept his invite. He ends up fast traveling to me and coming across. So yeah. So yeah, we're just about there. What I'll end up doing in a minute is popping the roof on, and showing you what the outside looks like, and then I will do a tour where it's all furnished and looking good, which is where I will leave you all in peace and quiet to enjoy. So yes, if you are enjoying the video, you enjoy Fallout 76 or even Fallout 4, because I will still do videos on 4 as well, don't forget to subscribe, like, and feel free to comment on the video. I will have lots more videos going up as and when I can pull them together. I do have some good videos planned in my head, like starter guides and stuff for people beginning Fallout 76, just the basics, just quick simple videos, hopefully no longer than 5 minutes each. Yep, I ran out of space, I had to start deleting stuff from my last camp. So my last camp was down at Flatwoods by the stream that ran through the middle. But since I am more over towards Watoga and Harper's Ferry at the moment, I decided to move my camp a bit more in the middle, and I'm always popping over to Whitespring for the vendors, so there is that as well. So yeah, I am trying to make space and I can't think why. Oh, because the footprint of this house is a little bit bigger, so I needed it for flooring and walls. So we'll just pop these last couple of walls in, put the roof on, and then we will do the tour. So yeah, here's me trying to figure out where to put the damn wall. Yep. Oh, I'm trying to make it look symmetrical. What I should have done is, rather than store it, I should have just done a wall switch. Which is where you hold square, then you go to triangle, and you just replace the pieces and use any resources. Put that floor down, and then the roof on. My OCD's kicking in, and I've got to spin all these floor panels around so they all go the same direction. Next should be the roof. Come on, roof. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I'm looking for the defense pieces. We need more rails. We need more railings. Here we go. I'm trying to decide whether to be floor peaked. When it comes to the tour, there are a lot of changes to the building. But me showing you this is just basically showing you how most of it's made, because the roof changes, and I think a little bit of the flooring changes on the inside, but apart from that, nothing else really gets altered. So here we go. Right, I will love you and leave you. Don't forget to subscribe, enjoy the tour, and I'll catch you all later. Steve 8K, sign off. Peace.